Good morning, Northmont Middle School. Today is Wednesday, September 11th, 2019, and I'm RJ Carbon.
And I'm Lainey Armour, and you're watching the Nuts and Bolts Show.
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
And teachers, please check to make sure your students are dressed for success.
Today is the day nearly 3,000 people lost their lives in the terrible 9/11 attacks.
This is an important day to reflect and remember the people who passed on that day.
I couldn't agree more.
It's been 18 years since the attacks. We haven't even been alive that long, yet we know so much about it.
Well, that's important, but here are today's announcements. Join Muse Machine. Your language arts teacher will have information for you about memberships. Our first in-school performance is coming soon, so join Muse Machine. You can go to musemachine.com and join today.
Yearbook Crew, our first meeting is today after school from 3 to 4 p.m. in the Media Center. Please make sure you have a ride home. Again, Yearbook, our first meeting is today from 3 to 4 p.m. in the Media Center. Please see Mrs. Zile if you cannot make it.
Correction, the yearbook meeting is tomorrow after school. Attention math teachers, extra headphones are available in the Media Center today for the benchmark test.
Science Olympiad will be having an open house for students interested in joining who have not participated before. Please join us on Wednesday, September 11th or Thursday, September 12th between 7:30 and 9 p.m. in the middle school cafeteria. See Mrs. Boss if you have any questions.
The first SWAT meeting for new members will be Monday, September 16th at 3 p.m. in room 125. You can pick up forms outside of room 125 or visit the middle school webpage. You need to have a ride here to pick you up at 3:30 p.m. If you have any questions, please see Mrs. Boss.
The 7th and 8th grade football teams are playing tonight away at Trotwood Madison. Good luck, Bolts. Go get that win.
Again, the yearbook meeting is tomorrow after school. This week's In the News segment is dedicated to September 11th.
Let's take a look.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another segment of In the News. I am RJ Carbon, and today I am talking about the terrorist attacks on September 11th, 2001. This topic I am very interested in, but at the same time, this topic is one of the most memorable things that's ever happened to the United States of America. On September 11th, 2001, 19 militants associated with the Islamic extremist group Al-Qaeda hijacked 4 airplanes and carried out suicide attacks against targets in the United States. 2 of the planes were flown into the Twin Towers of the World Trade Center in New York City. A 3rd plane hit the Pentagon in just outside Washington, D.C., and the 4th plane crashed in a field in Shanksville, Pennsylvania. Almost 3,000 people were killed during the 9/11 terrorist attacks, which triggered major U.S. initiatives to combat terrorism and define the presidency of George W. Bush. Less than 15 minutes after the terrorists struck the nerve center of the U.S. military, the horror in New York took a catastrophic turn when the South Tower of the World Trade Center collapsed in a massive cloud of dust and smoke. The structural steel of the skyscraper, built to withstand winds in excess of 200 miles per hour in a large conventional fire, could not withstand the tremendous heat generated by the burning jet fuel. At 10:30 a.m., the north building of the Twin Towers collapsed. Only 6 people in the World Trade Center towers at the time of their collapse survived. Almost 10,000 others were treated for injuries, many severe. To your left is the Twin Towers mid-impact. A total of 2,996 people were killed in the 9/11 attacks, including the 19 terrorist hijackers aboard the 4 airplanes. Citizens of 78 countries died in New York, Washington, D.C., and Pennsylvania. At the World Trade Center, 2,763 died after the 2 planes slammed into the Twin Towers. That figure includes 343 firefighters and paramedics, 23 New York City police officers, and 37 Port Authority police officers who were struggling to complete an evacuation of the buildings and save the office workers trapped on higher floors. at the Pentagon, and 189 people were killed, including 64 on American Airlines Flight 77, the airliner that struck the building. On Flight 93, 44 people died when the plane crash landed in Pennsylvania. September 11th, 2001 will forever be on our hearts. I'm RJ Carmen, and let's get you back to the Nuts and Bolts Show.
Thanks for that informative video, RJ.
You're welcome. Do you know this day has been dedicated to a day of doing good?
I've heard about that.
The Day of Doing Good has set a goal that everyone doing something good today.
I love it. I'm going to go around at lunch today and make sure everyone has someone to eat with.
That's a great idea. So let's see what we're having for lunch today. Today is an important day, not only in history and a day of doing good, but for other reasons too.
That's right, and we would celebrate birthdays today, but no one is having a birthday.
And with that, that's our show.
So don't forget to be respectful.
Be responsible.
And be respectful.
Because that's the Northmont way.
Have a respectable day.